Something from nothing, rising above, overcoming obstacles. All are common motivational statements that are often used in sports dialogue to describe underdog athletes or Cinderella stories.
Off the field, in the world outside of sports, those phrases mean survival in a life full of challenges. Former Northwestern football captain Torri Stuckey overcame the odds after a tough upbringing. And as he shows in continuing our celebration of Black History Month, he's among those inspiring change in a community that needs it.
Me and him being from the same neighborhood, so he knows the struggles.
We have things to talk about. We have, feelings that we can compare.
So I would just look outside and I see the situation, and I knew I had to be more to life than this.
After growing up in the projects, Torri Stuckey can relate to today's kids struggling in Chicago. Raised in nearby Robbins, Stuckey was constantly surrounded by a life of hardship and violence, but he was able to pave his way through poverty and gangs and a father who abused drugs.
My relationship was kind of, I guess, schizophrenic, if you will. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad. I mean, the times that were good were very good. My dad was the first person that, developed a love for working out and exercising, teaching me how to do push-ups, doing push-ups with me on his back until I was strong enough to do it on my own. Unfortunately, like I said, he got addicted to drugs, and that made his actions very erratic. And with those type of erratic actions, it made it hard to have a good relationship because he did a lot of things that hurt me sometimes.
Stuckey found a way out of a troubled environment by becoming a force on the football field. After an outstanding career at Eisenhower High School, he earned a scholarship to Northwestern University, where his mindset transformation began.
Getting that scholarship and being removed from Robbins and going to Northwestern, even though it was only about a 50-minute drive from the south side to Evanston, it was like a whole new world. And just that exposure changed my entire life, changed my whole perspective on life. You growing up in an environment where everybody is the same, very homogeneous. And I'm not just talking about in color. I'm talking about in socioeconomic status too. So I'm growing up around poor blacks, essentially. Everybody walk, talk, act the same way. Well, why would you ever question your beliefs if everybody looks and acts the same as you? So it wasn't until I was removed from that environment that I realized that I had a lot of misconceptions about life and about the world.
His experiences on and off the field helped formulate a game plan for his life. And while Stuckey's dreams of an NFL career came to an end 10 years ago, he found another calling, helping kids who come from a similar upbringing.
When I talk about environment, I'm not just talking about an environment meaning like your neighborhood. I'm talking about your environment meaning it could be your home environment.
Before it was depressing, I always walked around, my head down, never really, like been myself, And since the program, I can say I've been improving, and I'm being more social. And despite all the obstacles and everything that's in the way, you just gotta look past that and take it day by day at a time, and just keep thinking with that positive attitude, and move forward.
Taking them out of class to be able to do this, but I think a lot of things focus on traditional education because there are standardized tests and things like that that need to be passed, and I respect that. But the reality is too, there's a social emotional component to it that I think gets overlooked. And we're talking about a test that a kid cannot fail is a test of life. And what I'm trying to do is get them prepared for that.
After 6 years of work, Stuckey published a book called Impoverished State of Mind, Thinking Outside the Block. And it's his playbook for the workshops run in local city high schools. With interactive sessions in an academic setting, Stuckey's message impacts students directly.
Even though your environment and your beliefs, you can change all that. Despite all that, what may be holding you down, you got to get that off your chest and move forward, and keep thinking with that positive attitude.
I was just about ready to give up on, school and everything, and then, I start hearing about this. I'm in a really low place, and he comes up and, he goes through some of the similar things I sort of went through. So, I could have related to him, all the people here, knowing that they've been through worse or, similar places I've been, makes me feel more comfortable sharing, and, it's kind of helped me express myself a little more.
I know that I was that kid before, And I know that I was in this rough environment. And I know that I was wondering if I would make it out, how I would make it out. So I know that they thirst, if we pick the right kids, they thirst for that knowledge. They want to talk about some of these things. They want to get out some of the challenges they faced. So it's giving them that avenue. And that's why I'm thankful for a lot of the schools and people that have given me that ability to do this.
Stuckey's work has affected the lives of hundreds of students across Chicago, and he isn't slowing down anytime soon. Next up is a book aimed to educate first graders, but Stuckey realizes that he can't tackle the problem himself. He needs others to step in and step up.
Get off the sideline and get in the game. And that's what I would say to everybody, like, come help be a part of the solution. The power of one is significant. You get enough ones together doing things, actually, you know, that's a powerful force that's happening in the community.